Nomads are people who move from one place to the other to escape harsh weather and to find conditions suitable to earn a livelihood. There are different communities of nomadic pastoralists in India. Pastoralists are people who earn their living by raising and herding livestock. As you already know, India is made up of different kinds of geographical terrains such as mountains, plateaus, plains, and deserts. The nomads living in these different terrains follow various seasonal movements to earn their livelihood. Let's first meet some nomads living in the mountains. I am Omar, part of the Gujar Bakarwals from Jammu and Kashmir. We raise herds of goats and sheep and earn a living through our livestock. Let me tell you something interesting about us. We follow an annual cyclic movement between winter and summer for grazing grounds to find pasture for our herds. In the winter, when the mountains are covered with snow, we live in the low hills of the Siwalik range, while in the summer, several of our households journey together in a procession as a single group known as a kafila. We head upwards to the mountainside, which is lush during April. Come September, we begin our downward journey towards our winter base. Actually, we are not the only ones who have this kind of a lifestyle. My friend here is part of the Gadi shepherd tribe of Himachal Pradesh. The Gadi shepherds also use the low hills of the Siwalik as their winter base, just like us. By April, they move towards the mountains and spend the summer in Lahul and Spiti. As the snow melts, they move further up the mountains. On their return journey towards the winter base, they stop at Lahul and Spiti to reap their summer harvest and sow their winter crop. Another tribe, the Gujar cattle herders, who live further to the east in Garhwal and Kumaon, come down to the dry forests of the Bhabar in the winter and go up to the high meadows, the Bugyals, in the summer. The Sherpas, Bhotias, and Kinauris of the Himalayas are other nomadic tribes of this region. Now that we have seen nomads from the mountains, let's meet the Dhangars, who are a pastoral community of the central plateau of Maharashtra, consisting of shepherds, blanket weavers, and buffalo herders. This is an ideal place for their livestock, as sheep cannot tolerate the wet monsoon conditions. Dry crops like bajra are grown, and the area also provides a grazing ground for their flocks. After the harvest in October, they move west in search of pastures to reach Konkan. Konkan is a rich agricultural tract with high rainfall and rich soil. The Dhangars' flocks help manure the fields in Konkan to make it ready for the Rabi harvest. With the onset of the monsoon, the Dangars return to the plateau. The people of Konkan give them supplies of rice, which prove very useful on the plateau where grain is scarce. There are other pastoral communities in Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh, such as the Golas, Kurumas, and Kurubas. The Golas herd cattle, whereas the Kurumas and Kurubas rear sheep and goats and sell woven blankets. In the dry season, they all move to the coastal tracts and leave when the monsoon arrives. There are other groups of grazers, such as the Banjaras, who are found in Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Maharashtra. They move in search of pasture land for their cattle, selling plough cattle and other goods to the villagers in exchange for grain and fodder. Moving to the deserts, the Raikas are a nomadic tribe of Rajasthan. They combine cultivation with pastoralism to overcome the difficulties posed by the meager and uncertain rainfall in the region. During the monsoon, the Raikas of Barmer, Jaisalmer, Jodhpur, and Bikaner stay in their villages. By October, when the grazing grounds are dry, they move in search of other pastures and water and return during the next monsoon. There are two other groups, Maru, also known as the Desert Raikas, who herd camels, and another group who rear sheep and goat. As you can see, nomadic pastoralists adjust their movements and activities according to the surrounding conditions to make a living. Unlike mountain pastoralists, whose movement is controlled by the cold and the snow, it is the alternation of the monsoon and the dry season that governs the cyclic movements of pastoralists in the plateaus, plains, and deserts.